Uh-oh. It's showtime with Butter Entertainment in full effect. Look at all these pretty faces, y'all. Melinda, Tony,
Everybody.
Lou, and last but not least, my man, Dig It.
Right on cue, baby. Right on cue, y'all. Right on cue.
What's up,
Yeah.
man?
Hey,
How y'all
Larry.
doing?
Good. How are
Hey,
you?
how y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm slow motion, sis. The heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on. The heat is on. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, what's the shirt say, Larry?
Catch up with Jesus, my #1 selling shirt.
There
I
you
like
go.
that. I like
I
that.
like that. I need to catch up with him.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. One thing at a time, man. Hold on. No, see, it's my #1 selling shirt. And you know, and I just sell a shirt because people see it. It's an impulsive type thing when they see Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? So I try within myself to carry it a certain respectful way because you're dealing with a lot of people who are really into that. You understand what I'm saying? So I got to be careful how I project myself when I wear this because see, they look at me. And like this African lady yesterday, case in point or whatever, she come running over there to the shirt. Jesus, I gotta have the shirt. I said, okay. So then she said she wanted one for her sister. So I said, okay. She said, do you have a 2X for her husband? I said, okay. So I said, she said, how much the shirts? I said, $16 a piece. She said, okay, but you don't know in my country they give us these shirts for $10 a piece. I said, I understand that, but now in America we don't do that. What happened? No. Well, look, I'm buying so many, and it is Jesus and whatever. I said, okay, lady, this to do that. $15 a piece. Jesus really don't have no price. I'm just letting you know. I'll give it to you for $15 a piece. She said, well, if you don't give it to me for $10 a piece, I'm not going to buy anything. I said, young lady, please have a good day. Please have a good day.
That's right.
Hey, Larry, you should hit the theme on the line. You say, well, have a good day, and remember, go catch up with Jesus.
Exactly.
And you know what she did?
What?
She went right around the corner, came back in the car, and bought all 3 of the shirts.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
There you go.
I don't know
There you
why you trying to play me. I got Jesus on.
No, it's not playing. That's part of their culture. They have to negotiate with everything.
Exactly.
Damn.
Larry ain't playing that.
Man,
I don't blame them.
Yeah, they negotiate with everything.
You out there in the heat, son. They gonna beat you now. Wait a minute, hold on. This is not. No, this is America. This country here. No, we don't roll like that.
Well, y'all know
Okay.
what? We about
You know
to
what?
talk about
I ain't gonna
America.
lie. I'm that person. I'll be like, let me get what you gonna give me if I buy 2.
That's
I'm that
right. I
person.
understand that. But see, you can't do that with Jesus. No, that ain't. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, now, you can't do
Hey,
that.
Larry, I would have hit you. I would have hit you with the what would Jesus
No, you
do?
can't do that.
Oh, look, and on that note, I gotta make y'all smile. What's going on, everybody? As y'all can see, we got a full house tonight because we got a lot to talk about. The basketball game come on at 9:00. So those of y'all want to see the game, let's make it happen. I know Melinda don't give a hell about no basketball.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see the game. Light skin Lou want to catch up on the game, and I got some other stuff I got.
No, Lou, listen to Jesus, baby.
What would Jesus? Because Jesus would sit there and listen. You know what? I'm behind that. I'm behind that.
I'm telling you, that's how I say I walk into the grocery stores. I'm telling you, where you get that shirt? Where you get that shirt? It's my #1 selling shirt. I got Juneteenth. I got George Floyd. I got the Father's Day shirt. All the shirts don't compare.
I know something you don't have, Larry.
What's that?
A Chicago rapper shot as many as 64 times after being released from jail.
Oh.
Why you think they shot him 64 times, Larry?
But to make obviously to put a stamp on something. Obviously, you can't hide. You go to jail, you come out. We still, that's the way they rolling up there. 64 times. That's to make a serious statement. We don't care. Hey, you can't go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? They protected you. I don't know how long he was in there.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get to you in there. As soon as he step outside of the wall, come on, man.
So,
I mean, hey, they got their whole thing is at a whole different level up there.
exactly.
Yeah.
A whole
Currently.
and DC Real Bowser, if she don't put a clamp on these carjackings and stuff like that, man, you can't let the world's capital get into that type of chaos because you already you know the number one industry here is tourism, hospitality. Now you'd already killed it with the pandemic. Yeah. And now you're gonna come up and start killing the people.
It ain't even funny, man. You know, you gotta laugh, not to cry, man.
It's nothing.
Tony, what do you think about the 64 rapper? Let me get to Tony. What do you think about the 64 rapper, Tony? Got shot 64 times. Chicago rapper.
Yeah, I agree with Larry. That was a statement that they were trying to make. We couldn't get to you inside, but we definitely got you on the outside. You won't be going nowhere else now. So whatever happened, that was a statement, and it was loud. It was made loudly. So
Melinda?
Yeah, it's probably a calling card. It's probably a specific gang or something known for 64, or they live on the 64 Avenue. Nowadays, it don't make no sense. It's just they find any reason to do violence, and then it'd be like and correlate it to something foolish. Yeah, I live on 64th Street, so we're gonna shoot them 64 times, or we part of the 64 Mafia, or it could be anything crazy. Only they know them and their little crew, and it's ridiculous. And apparently he did something to piss somebody off because he was in jail. Then when he came out, they was like, "Well, we got you now." So I think it's something symbolic that only they know, and anybody in that foolishness know, because it ain't nothing but foolishness.
Lou, what you think?
Man, I gotta agree with everybody who just spoke. This is no ordinary killing. This was a symbolic killing. Kind of like the Italian mafia, they pull you, give you the Mexican necktie. It's got to be on the lines of that because 64 times, and from my understanding, it was like by the courthouse when he got out. As soon as he got out, right? This is a tactic to say, well, we can get you anywhere. We don't care where you at. Yeah, we couldn't. And trust me, they tried to get him in prison, but they wasn't able to. But they said as soon as you step out away from the facility, we got you. He must have either snitched or was about to snitch, because when these guys go in jail and whatever crime he was, they'll kind of shorten your sentence if you rap to the police. You call it snitching. No, they call we call it snitching. That's what we call it.
Hell yeah! How well I know? How well I know? Yeah.
I'm not saying that he snitched because I don't know the details, but what I do know from just watching, just knowing how the streets work. Something he did that pissed somebody off with a lot of power in the streets. 64 times, that says enough, Lewis.
Yep, he did something. He snitched, did something he ain't supposed to be doing. He was in jail. Jail was his venue to stay safe, and soon when he got out, 64 times. So they mean they had a big long tech, or they just unloaded it, put another clip in it, and fired him up. And hey, man, good movement.
Yep, but logistically, if you look at the logistics, it was a total waste of ammunition, really. It don't take 64 bullets to kill nobody. You see what I'm saying?
But if you're trying to send a message, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to send a message,
they made a statement.
Yep, a lot of bullets, a lot of bullets.
Exactly. So
I said somebody else. Yeah, but now, you know what? Now, that could be, some people talking about putting out a T-shirt on that. But some companies won't do that because of the of the gist of the situation. It's just so violent or whatever. But people call and try to get T-shirts on stuff like that. But you'd be surprised.
Well, they ain't gonna get no T-shirt on this one. So we moving on to the next subject.
Okay.
Georgia woman. Oh, here's my favorite subject. Georgia woman found a snake nest under her bed with mother and 17 baby snakes. Tony, you find a snake nest under your bed, Tony. How the hell? First, she must have never cleaned up under her bed.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. She must have never cleaned her house. She never looked underneath her bed.
Under your bed, Tony.
the snakes can have the house because I'm gone.
Exactly.
But that's not going to happen in my house because I look everywhere in my house regardless. You put things away, you clean. You can't tell me that you never looked under your bed at any time and a snake had a family under there. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Right.
That's
How much time
trifling.
that takes?
Yeah, that's just trifling.
Lou, what you think, Lou? You don't look up under them bed and move them tennis shoes?
Man,
We got them going in the
look.
closet.
Hey, look, either I'm gonna look up under the bed or my son gonna look up under the bed because that's where he go when he don't want the rays of the light to go through his iPad. That's where he go. So he would have peeped it out. He would have said, "Look, Dad, it's something crawling up under there." For real. But on the real, man, that's just nasty. Because you understand, the snakes, they habitat in areas where they're, first of all, she might have rats or mice. They stay close to their prey. You know what I'm saying? So she probably was hoarding. Because they like to stay in nice, secluded, warm area. They don't stay in a high traffic area. Anybody who knows nature snakes do not stay in high traffic areas. So I'm not surprised. She might be a hoarder.
You got the snakes up under that bed? Melinda, you got some snakes up under that bed?
I'm gonna have to burn the whole house down. The whole house gotta go. All of it.
That's my.
Hey, look, I'm just curious. I'm trying to think in my mind, what would Melinda and Tony's reaction be if they saw that snake, man?
Oh, man.
I would be screaming my full head off.
No, I would have said, "Oh hell no," and then lit the match and walked out.
Right.
Larry probably would have kept his snakes. Larry, you'd have kept them snakes up under your bed. 15 snakes, and you don't know they're under your bed, Larry.
Man, I'd call Samuel Jackson.
Put snakes on the plane.
I'd call Samuel Jackson.
I'd
call the snake bed. But then again, I wonder what part of Georgia she was in, because you know those states down there,
they got a lot of swamp.
Because they below sea level.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's certain parts of those states where water stays there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. So that could easily be. Now, I don't know what part I was wondering what part of Georgia she was in. But now, you know, certain things, was this a white thing or a black thing?
It probably was a white thing, Larry.
You know that wasn't black.
Had to be. That's just like Dwight Howard. What he said, he had 150 snakes in this house. So I said, well, this cat can't be dealing with no women. He can't be dealing with no women.
He can't be.
It can't be.
Did I ever tell y'all the story when I had a red-tailed boa constrictor, and my cousin, she's a pastor, so she was going what they do? What did they tell me?
Bless the house.
Bless the house. And my sister, right? They were gonna do it in my house. So she came in the living room, seen that big ass snake. Said, "Oh my God, the devil!" She said, "You got to get that snake up out of here." I said, "Let me tell you something. Your ass be gone before that snake be gone."
Oh my God!
No, and she was trying to bless the house.
They say,
you know
snake.
What they did?
This is my
got
snake.
their ass about the house.
The house, the snake.
My motherfucking snake. I done paid my money in my house.
Right. The snake live here.
Mama Peterson's watching.
You also got doggone mine.
The snake live here.
That's a true story. They left about the house. I had a big red-tailed boa about that thick, about 7 inches. So that was a good story. But if I'd have seen it, I would call animal control. I probably would have. If it's non-venom, I might have just kept one. I don't know. I ain't scared of snakes unless they're venomous. So.
Yeah, right, digger. But see, like you showed it, you know, the snake lives here. You the one visiting.
That's right.
You know, snake can't go nowhere.
Exactly. So,
but you can.
This next question, man. I think I'm gonna let Melinda do this one first. Melinda, you know the prices keep throwing, you know, inflation, you know, going up is rocketing to a 13-year high inflation, Melinda. So since prices keep going up, Melinda, how are we gonna survive? I mean, what are we gonna do? What's going on?
It's by design because there's no reason for the prices to be that high. The supply was really low back then. It's supposed to be a supply and demand. We're not demanding a lot, so the supply should be where it's supposed to be, and it shouldn't be high. And especially with the gas, because when we had that incident with the people hacking the gas lines, they didn't take away gas. They just stopped the transportation of gas. So it's not like we behind on gas or we got a gas shortage. At that time, we just didn't have access to it. So there is no reason for our gas to be high right now, nor the food for real, because during the pandemic, they was trying to throw away food and get rid of food because people wasn't buying like they was before. And the same thing now. We're just coming out of the pandemic, so it's not really a high supply right now because some people still aren't out. Some people are not still functioning at 100% of how it was before the pandemic. So there's no reason to. This is government manipulated for them to get more money and cause us to pay more. It's all about them getting more from, the poor people than anybody else. And then we got rich people, going to the moon. And then we got poor people down here that can't even make it. That moon landing or whatever, because they didn't land on nothing. They went out into space. It wasn't a moon shipping, but just going out into space took billions. They could have gave us reparations. They could have did anything. They could have, solved hunger. They could have, solved homelessness. And these fools out there, and then they're not paying taxes. So don't even get me started on that. But no, there's no reason for all our stuff to be inflated at the level that it's at because the supply and demand don't match it. I was just listening to a news report that's saying that even used cars are selling more than what they're worth. And then you could have bought a used car 2 years ago and then still make a profit if you sell it today. That's crazy.
Yep. Lou, price is going up, brother. How we gonna survive?
Man, and you know what's funny to say that, man, because I'm in the process of looking for a car, and I do a lot of grocery shopping, and I just noticed that the grocery list prices are going up. Had an experience with the car prices are going up. So I'm saying to myself, like, damn, the gas prices going up. Because when you go to the pump, it's usually a number where you hit, you like, oh, okay, that was like last time. It's usually all 40 or 50 cents. Man, that shit been off like $6 or $7. I'm like, damn, what's going on? So you start to pay attention a little more. I don't know how we gonna survive, man, honestly. And this could have a reason. This could have a lot to do with why motherfuckers is going crazy right now. Think about it. It's a lot of crazy crimes being committed, and this could be one of the reasons why people are losing their fucking mind. Like this guy that's pulled up to the gas station in Milwaukee, they start shooting. It so happened that one of the off-duty rangers was at that joint to foil the crime because he was about to go to another site and start shooting. Just think of the mindset of a person who does something like that. It's something to tip them off. And I'm not trying to finger point one thing, but this might have a lot to do with it, man. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to commit a crime like that, just randomly. So I don't know, Louis. I really don't have an answer to that. But it's crazy, man, because this is everyday life for people. Grocery, buying a car, all this stuff going up, and it's like I'm not making enough money to keep up with this. So you lose your mind, man.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Tony, hey, it's hard to survive. Inflation's going up, gas prices, milk, popcorn, every goddamn thing. I mean, why? Well, I mean, what for? I don't see why. They say the economy doing well now.
Like Lou said, I really don't have an answer for it because I know lately if I am going to the grocery store, I'm only buying necessities now. It's not splurging on certain things that I used to. But there is no reason for it to be inflated as it is. The people are back to work. Some people are still not working, unfortunately. But the fact is, the economy is supposedly in a profit. So I don't understand why gas is high, the grocery bills are high, everything is high now. We are still in a pandemic, unfortunately, but that has nothing to do with the prices of what's going on.
All righty. Maybe my man like tell me what's going on. Like, what's going on with all this high-ass prices, man? What they doing to us?
Well, with food, being in a senior citizen building, we don't have no problem getting food. As a matter of fact, we throw away food. You follow me? I'm telling you now, I get the food, and me and my next door neighbor, Miss Essie, who got relatives in North Carolina, we work it down where she ships out what she can. because we do have an abundance of food. Also, down here in my neighborhood at the Safeways and the Giants, you always got somebody out there gonna give you $60 worth of food stamps for $30. You have to be very resourceful, very resourceful. And then too, gas normally in the summertime goes up because it's more expensive to refine or something like that, or whatever, due to the weather. Then it goes down. But I haven't had a car since '86, so I really can't discuss that. You understand? Because with these new cars, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the food thing, you got to be resourceful, and water. That's gonna be your problem. Water. Stock up. I could not get my church and these two other churches. When the pandemic hit, I said, all we got to do is buy water. Water. They're going to buy water. No. They, so the hell with it. But it's going to be water. With the price of water, water's on the stock market now. So watch what happens with that water. It's going to go up, man.
And water go up. People going to be mad as hell as water go up. I tell you that.
Oh, man. What you going to do?
They're going to be mad as I don't know what, man.
But see, hey, we don't have no place to get our water. We don't have no black supermarkets. We don't have no black hospital. If you get the new COVID, new and improved, and they say, well, Mr. So-and-so, Howard University, like I say, is owned by 7-Day Adventists. They say, well, Mr. So-and-so, the hospital filled up, and you can't. What you going to do? See? And they taking in, and I said, them churches taking in $12 million a month every Sunday, and y'all can't distribute water. You know, I don't know what.
They crooked, Larry. I'm going to tell you, the churches are crooked.
I don't know what they doing. You can't. They're the only system that we have. You know, but their thing is, you know, faith-based initiative government money that they get to do certain things. That's why you don't see them in the protest marches no more.
Right.
They used to be out front.
Well, what I want to know, Larry, let me take over. What I want to know is, remember we had the thing about Melinda, Larry, y'all. Remember we were talking about the cost of living and the what is it, the $15, $14 an hour. If inflation, all this shit keep going up, they can't afford nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't go buy nothing, Larry. You can't even go buy a catch up with Jesus shirt. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you can't buy nothing, man. I mean, it's just crazy. So what they want us to do, what they want people to do, people that got these, you know, especially the fast food jobs and the regular $7 to $9 an hour job. I mean, how people supposed to survive? But like Melinda, Tony, one of y'all said this, they giving away all these billions of dollars just to go up and fuck in space, wasting money when they can be putting that money into programs in the streets and stuff. Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to run for president, man. Y'all watch.
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I'm right behind you, brother.
So I'm gonna mute everybody because y'all know when I like messing with Tony. Let me unmute her. So this question is for her. Let me mute everybody. This question, look at her face. So Tony, the FDA warns of a potential rare nerve complication with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Tony, so what I gotta ask? Why in the hell people still taking Johnson & Johnson when they can't even make baby powder? So a rare disease that, well, Melinda, remember we were talking about the FDA. They finally said something. So Tony, I mean, what's going on? Now you really ain't gonna take no shots now, huh, Tony?
They need to just throw the vaccine by Johnson & Johnson out because it was messy from the beginning, period. They were messing with the formula in Baltimore. That's why they threw it out initially. And supposedly it did some type of thing with ladies were getting blood clots and things of that nature. So no, I'm not getting the shot. I don't care if they say it's FDA approved or whatever. I am not going to risk my life.
I want you to get the Johnson & Johnson, Tony.
I'm not getting none of them. I'm not getting none of them.
You never say never.
Listen.
Never.
I used Johnson & Johnson baby powder, did me fine when I was a child and even in my teen years. So
wait a minute, let me unmute Larry. Larry, don't women still put baby powder in that down in their breast so they won't sweat?
But I don't think it's the Johnson & Johnson brand.
All right, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, like Melinda. What you think, like Melinda?
Okay, now they're also saying that the Johnson & Johnson calls it Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is a nerve issue. So they need to throw it out altogether. Let's remember they were trying to target it to all the Black people and people of color, and then they were trying to target it to the homeless because they were saying, well, you can't get out to get your second shot, so take this one shot. So I was always suspicious of that. At first, when they said, okay, you have to do one shot, I thought about it, but I was like, they can't even get powder together. So no, I ain't gonna take that one. But remember, they was trying to target a mayor in Detroit, and he was like, and he was white, and he was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna give that to my city. We want the good vaccines. We don't want that here. And then remember, everybody got mad with him because they're like, how you rejecting vaccines? You need to be, promoting. He was like, I'm not trying to reject the vaccine. We just don't want that one. We want the good ones. And they was like mad with him, but looked like he was right. And like I said, they was targeting Black cities to give the Johnson & Johnson, and then Moderna and Pfizer to everywhere else. So I was always suspicious. I'm like, why they trying to give it to the Black people? And they tried to make it convenient so that people can be like, I only want one shot, so I'm gonna take this. It was already a plot for that. They got blood clots going on, they got nerve issues going on, and then it also increase your heart. So
well, why they just don't
give it all together? They need to throw it out all together. They need to get rid of it all together. They don't get no more second chances. When they was doing the practice runs, for lack of a better term, because I forgot what when they were doing the case studies before they started giving it to the regular public, there was issues then. And then it was like, okay, we fixed the issues, and then they let it out. And now they got they had the blood clotting, and then they claim they fixed that, and now it's the Guillain-Barré syndrome disease that you can get from it. They said 100 people got it, and their excuse or their thing to explain for themselves is, well, it's only 100 people out of millions. I don't care. You had 3 different issues with this one vaccine. It needs to go, and you don't get no more chance.
Got you. Go ahead, man.
Okay. I would send it to Haiti. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. They don't have no vaccination program. They don't have nothing. Nothing.
So what you're saying, and I'm not trying to be funny, people. I'm just being serious.
Go ahead.
They dying and killing each other anyway, but let's try to get them the vaccine, and maybe we can help some of them.
Some of them gonna get helped, right? They don't have no vaccination program at all. They can't afford it, and now you done killed the president. Let them try. Now everybody ain't died from that Johnson & Johnson thing.
What they're not going to do is give it to our Black people somewhere else because they want to test and kill them all. That's not going to work for me. No, they can't send it to Haiti, and they can't send it to Africa. They need to keep it in their little rural redneck areas. Kill them all. No, they can't.
Yeah, this is a real life purge.
If they gonna give anything, they gonna give the right thing or give nothing at all. We got enough money and we wasting enough vaccines of Moderna and Pfizer to send to other places. We can send it everywhere else. We're sending it to other countries that are white, the good vaccine. So no, we're not gonna send, no defective vaccine to our Black people. We just can't do that.
So what you saying, if you just want to clarify yourself about that, because that didn't sound right to me, brother.
What I'm saying is this: if you got a country now, they don't have nothing. COVID is spreading like ain't nobody helping them. United States thinking about sending in troops because of the assassination.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They not thinking about sending in no medicine or what have you. India, they make the medicine and can't stop it. They make it right there and can't stop it. Bury them out in the field. Now, and I'm not saying that because they're Black, they should get the least amount or the least quality or what have you. But I'm just saying something probably be better than nothing. Everybody ain't that. I'm just saying, well, maybe if you can afford to buy your vaccine, fine. You know, whatever. I'm just saying.
I see what you're saying. You saying something is better than nothing, but we saying, you know, when people hear that, they're gonna be like, look, we were just already experimented on, and you're gonna give us a drug that don't even freaking work. I mean, well, barely work to kill more of us black folks. Nah, like, we might have to ship the Pfizer, and we'll get a Johnson Johnson to the suburbs. Go ahead, Lou. What you think about it?
Man, for me, I remember when we Lewis. I don't know if you remember when we first started talking, because you know I was kind of slow walking about getting the COVID shot, and one of the first things you said that stood out to me was like, look, Lou, do the Pfizer or the Moderna.
Moderna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I got off the phone with you, I did my research. I did all the research that I need to do, and what stood out to me was the Johnson & Johnson is only one shot. So what that's telling me is that it's more concentrated. It might not be a good thing to do to put in your body, because your body might not be able to take that type. Because anytime you got Moderna and Pfizer that's putting it in 2. So that's telling you that your body will not be able to take that one, those 2 doses. So they broke it down into 2s. It might not be to take that one strong concentrated dose. So that's when I started to go with Moderna. It was a no-brainer for me when I realized that people were getting blood clots and all of the stuff that came behind it. I kind of crossed it out. So basically what I'm saying is they needed to just get rid of Johnson & Johnson. It shouldn't be shipped to nobody. If it showed that it has after effects with it, it needs to be gone, because this is life. These are people's lives we're talking about. These people might not be able to endure that one strong concentrated dose and be able to deal with blood clots or whatever comes behind it. So for me, I just feel like it just need to be done with. I'm like Melinda, it just need to be done.
Got you. Ron John said there's so many conspiracy about these vaccines. That's why so many black people don't want to take it. Well, I understand. I agree with all y'all, at certain points, man. But my point is the FDA finally warned somebody about something. You know what I mean? Shit, they don't even warn you about food. Know what I mean, Larry? But they finally warn you about something.
Let me give you a little history on Haiti and vaccines. When the AIDS epidemic broke out, right? I mean, it broke out hard. Haiti didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing. So China says, well, we will send them something to vaccinate their children. That was something, AIDS, HIV, something like that. They shipped them antifreeze. They were injecting their children with antifreeze. And when the children got sicker, the mothers took them back to get more of it. They thought it would improve. They were giving them antifreeze. You follow?
Yeah.
You follow? That's his story. That was about, 20 years ago, maybe? Well, it was on 60 Minutes. It was on 60 Minutes. And then saying, well, how did that happen? And the guy in the distribution company was in Europe. He said, apparently, they just shipped the wrong thing to the wrong people. What? Come on, man. How do you do that? But I'm just saying, no. But I'm just saying, But I'm just saying, hey, the Johnson & Johnson thing, maybe, hey, the brand, maybe not or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. But then see the psychological thought of you getting something in your arm, even though it may not work. It'd be better than, maybe not getting nothing at all. Depends. It depends on the situation. I understand. But you get a man drowning in the ocean, you throw him a lifesaver. It don't have to be a raft, just a lifesaver. That's the way I'm thinking. I understand where y'all going from. I know where y'all coming from. I know where you're coming from.
Gotcha.
All right.
Well, Lou, your buddy is back, Lou. Donald Trump. Trump said, Melinda, your buddy Trump said, whoever leaked info on his bunker, they should be executed in his new book. So why did he say that? You know what I mean? They made him feel weak. He wasn't strong, and that's why he feel that way. So whoever made that, whoever told the people that he went to his bunker to hide and stuff like that, he said, Lou, they ought to be fucking killed. Can you believe this dude?
Nah, hey, look, I believe. I mean, that's just how he operates off of fear. You got to think about everybody who worked under him. They seen everything that he did, every wrong thing he did. But this is their motto. It's party and then it's country. They don't care what this man did because what they're looking at is their political future. If I snitch or drop the diamonds, they should be doing. If you're in the politics and you see somebody doing something wrong or practicing a policy that's not going to be equal to everybody, all races, then you need to rat this guy out. They are so scared that he's going to denounce them, and then they're not going to be able to get another job as long as they're in politics. That's what it's about, y'all. Think about it. Everything that he's been convicted of, I'd say he probably working with like 50 or 60 people. None of them step to the plate and to denounce themselves to not want to be with him. They're not going to do that. They're just going to let it roll over the back and say, look, I don't see no evil. That's how he operates. He pumps the fear into their political careers, and that's it. That's how he operates. So I'm not surprised that he said something like this.
Gotcha. Larry, Trump said whoever leaked this bunker info, they ought to be executed. Can you believe he said that?
Wrong word. Wrong word. Wrong word. They're going to flip that on him. They're going to flip, but there he go again. You see, trying to light the fuse. Wrong word. That word, there it is. There it is. There you go. That's the way he comes back. You know, he trying to come back. He ain't got no platform. He got the CPAC stuff. He trying to come back. You know, the company's under indictment. I mean, you know, all kinds of things are coming to rally in. So he starts using that term again. Execute. Like he was down there rallying down there by the Capitol.
Yeah.
You understand? That key word. That's the word they're going to use against him. That's going to flip him. That's what I'm saying.
That word going to come back to haunt him?
Because he trying to galvanize. You follow me?
Yeah.
He calling the troops. You know, execute. They hear that word execute. They start cleaning them AK-47s. That's the only thing they can think of.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? And then they start analyzing what they did wrong the first time. Now we ain't gonna go that way this time. We're gonna come in. We're gonna paratrooper in. That's how we gonna get them. That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
that's what it's what you call. They call it in politics a dog whistle.
Dog whistle.
That's a dog whistle.
Got you, Tony. Trump say whoever linked that bunker info, they ought to be executed. What you think? You muted yourself. It wasn't me.
He's always careless with his words anyway, and he doesn't even care what he says. So he's saying that because he wants the same situation that happened down at the Capitol on January 6th. Whoever's listening to him, they listen to key words that he says, and they round up their people so they can cause a riot or whatever. So it doesn't surprise me that he said it because he doesn't care what he says out of his mouth anyway. He's always been reckless. So this is nothing different.
Melinda Trump a coward. He tried to hide in his bunker. Now he want them to be executed because they snitched on him. What's going on?
He should go first. He should be executed because he committed treason. You know, and I don't understand why they haven't already did something about him. He out of control. And also, he also tried to do the dog whistle on the police officer that shot that one rioter that tried to get into the Capitol. The one person that got killed on their side. He's like, why wasn't he prosecuted? Why can't we know his name? He wants his name to be put out so that them people can go after him. He is a menace. He is treasonous. And if anybody should be put to death, it should be him. Because look what he has done to our country. He colluded with, our enemies. I mean, the list of the stuff that he done alone in any other, decade outside of the decades that we trying to be all, civilized. Any other decade before, let me say, I say after Nixon. Anybody before Nixon would have tried him for treason and put him to death. I think we started going downhill as a country and with our leadership after Nixon. Carter was pretty good, but then he was limited in what he had to do because he was a good guy. And he remains a good guy. But in this country, the way this country is set up and how it's been built and formed, is only bullies and people that can get stuff done. And He was a bully, so he was effective, the ex-president. Bullies are effective in this country, and people that get stuff done, even if they're good, they have to take a hard line, because even George Bush, as dumb as he was, and now he's starting to look like a genius to me. I'm talking about Junior. He's starting to look like a genius compared to this one. But even he had to learn how to take a hard line to get stuff done. The only person that didn't take a hard line was Obama and Biden. You know, even Clinton took a hard line when it was necessary, which affected us black people more than anybody else. But when they decide that they're going to take a hard line, they take it when it's necessary. So people that can lead and bullies are the ones that get stuff done in this country. You can't be nice and trying to be all around, you know, and be liked by everybody, because you're not going to get liked by everybody. But you also need to be loyal to your base and the people that put you in office. And that's what this administration is not doing either. So I'm in their ass too. This administration is not doing what it's supposed to do, because at the end of the day, everybody applaud him. Yeah, he did a hard speech, but he ain't doing nothing. He's like, yeah, you know, the voter rights is being taken and we need to do something. No, you need to do something. You can do something today, right now, but he's not. But he did something today, right now, for the LGBTQ community. He did something today, right now, for the Asian community, and he did something today, right now, for the Jewish community. The only ones that can't get nothing done today, right now, is black people. And who put them in office? Black people. Stacey Abrams with her voter registration. We got Warnock and the other Jewish dudes, so that they can do something, and so that we can have the lead and everything. And yet and still, we have nothing getting accomplished. We own everything now. We got the president, we got the Capitol, we got the everything, and can't get nothing done. How much more stuff do we need to have? And then they got people that's supposed to be Democrats that they won't bring in line. They won't tell, hey, what side you on? You're supposed to be a Democrat. This is our platform. Get in line with our platform or get out of here. But they're not saying nothing. They're not doing nothing. So that's why we not getting nothing. And then I seen some people on CNN that was black that was like, yes, he gave a good speech, my ass. You know what? I am upset about it. And then we just condone foolishness. We don't stand up for ourselves, and that's why we don't get nothing. Why are we sitting here clapping up, you know, somebody that, and I think it was one dude, and then they cut him real short. One dude was like, well, we put everybody in office. Why we not getting nothing? And then they went to the next person so the next person can talk. Then we had this little Tom on there talking about something. He gave a good speech, and we have to get stuff a little at a time, because you can't go too far right or too far left, or you got to be in the middle. Middle what? He didn't go far left, far right, nothing. He just did what he needed to do for the other people. The only person he can't go too far for is black people, not people of color, because he helps everybody else of color and every minority except black people, the ones who put him there. So him and Kamala need to get themselves together, because they need to remember who put them there. Because in 2024, they ain't gonna have our backs again. And then the fool's gonna be back in office. This is the time for us to get anything done, because we're not gonna have the support to do it in 2024, because we are gonna lose. We are losing because they're not doing anything in there that we put them in office to do. They ran on these platforms. They ran on voter registration. They ran on police reform. They ran on a whole bunch of stuff, and none of it has gotten done for black people. All the stuff that they promised us and came to our churches and our communities to ask us, you know, what do you need? Help us get in office and we're going to help you get it. We ain't got none of that. But all kind of people that was behind us in line, and yes, I said behind us in line, because we've been fighting this fight forever. All the people that was behind us in line, they came out of nowhere and got what they want. And we that put them in office and rallied up, because I didn't see a whole bunch of Asians going door to door and trying to get people registered to vote or doing no vote or nothing. And they wasn't thinking about Kamala or nothing else. And it was sororities and fraternities and all kind of people that's doing stuff and was getting them where they needed to be at, and even got them nominated. And now here they are in office, wringing their hands, talking about something. yes, this is a bad thing, how they restricting the votes. They're restricting our votes so that we can't do what we did for them for nobody else. So no, I'm done with them.
Got you. Well spoken, Miss Lawson. So let me tell y'all about the Donald. Sometimes words can come back to haunt you. That word executed is going to come back on one day. You know what I mean? But let me tell you what's going on. So Donald Trump is trying to get back. The Donald is trying to get back on social media. So you know what the Supreme Court told him? No. Because your words incites riots. So we're not going to let you back in these social media areas so you can have more motherfuckers throwing bricks and blowing up the Capitol up and then riots because these wimpy ass cops wouldn't pull out their guns, start shooting these racist white folks. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but that's who was storming the Capitol. You know what I mean? And thirdly, let me tell you something else about the Donald. You think Donald Trump can get away with all this stuff he's doing in another country? You think Putin wouldn't got that dude killed? You think North Korea would have dealt with that? All this talking he's doing? See, United States of America, we bend a lot. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech and all that shit, but them other countries don't care.
They don't care.
You know what I mean? You got to watch your tongue on certain things, you know what I mean? But he knows ain't nobody gonna do nothing. He knows the Democrats are a bunch of wusses. He already knows that. You know what I mean? So he's gonna keep getting away what he's getting away with until people get fed up and another riot happens. Then you know they just pulled down the fence of the Capitol. So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, hopefully they get some guts, like Melinda said, because 2024, we're gonna be back at square one. You know what I mean? So let's move on. The feds arrest 5 family members from Texas in the new U.S. Capitol riots, right? Why? They just getting out of jail anyway. They just going on probation. They just let QAnon dude that chase the Capitol dude all over the fucking Capitol. He out on probation and he got house arrest. So, Mr. Adams, I mean, what's going on? Why these dudes ain't getting no time that did this Capitol seizure?
Who they are? They probably didn't have no backup. A lot of them probably didn't have no backup. You understand? A black dude going there, he got backup. Mm-hmm. So he ain't gonna get out.
Why letting them go? Why they ain't getting no time served? That's what we want to know.
First offense, what have you, depending. He may have been part of a cooperative deal or what have you. You understand? And them serious dudes, they ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. They've been trying their best to get out of there with all kinds of stupid stuff or whatever. They said, man, come on, Mom. But they know what they're doing. I think they know what they're doing. But if the dude ain't got no time, first offense, you got a half-ass good lawyer. You understand, Your Honor, he was in there. And, well, I don't want to go into the arguments and the details. But, you know, there's some of them, the place getting packed. You know, you got to think like that, too. They get like sardines in there. So you start processing. You understand? This dude might have been, he was part of it, but he might have been clean. Mm-hmm. You follow what I'm saying?
I got you. You
know, because a lot of them were previous military, police officers and stuff like that. They usually don't have that type of background mm-hmm. or what have you. But that's what it is. It's a processing thing or whatever. But like that girl Melinda said, like she said, see, we didn't demand nothing. If we don't demand nothing, you ain't going to get nothing, man. When we talk about reparations, they say, give them a holiday. You got a day off. That's your reparation. Now, what else? Now, when you was a slave, that was a damn pretty good reparation. You got a day off. So, you know what I'm saying? You better quit while you're ahead. You won't get no more holidays. You won't get no more holidays. But that's what I'm saying because we didn't demand anything. And then, too, now, you said something about the Asians or whatever. The Asians and the blacks were the ones in Georgia that helped bring in Weinkauf and that Jewish guy. The Asians are voting. They are voting. See, and that's going to be the number one population in the country. It's about so many of them. And then the Spanish. See, if we wait too late, we ain't gonna have the voting power.
Yeah, you right.
It ain't gonna matter. You know whether you get a glass of water in line or you can't mail it in or you absentee. But it ain't gonna matter. Because you are not the majority, minority here.
I like that, Larry. I like that.
Our power is waning. Our voting power, we all got stabbed for it, whatever. It's getting ready to go away because of a numbers game. If you Google it, it's about 42, 43
You're
million
right.
of us here.
Yeah.
43 million of us here. Spanish, 59, 69. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. The age is growing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's growing, man. I'm telling you.
Gotcha.
My senior citizen building right down here on 7th Rhode Island Avenue, Ashbury, because I've been here 11 years. Now I talked to Mr. Chin. I talked to Mr. Yang. I talked to the Ethiopian brothers or whatever. And me and the black dudes be out there saying, you know what, man? You might be the last ones in here. You know what I'm saying? And they said, man, you might be right, Adam. You might be right. He said, but you can talk to him. I said, man,
I got what you said. You saying it doesn't really in a minute. It's not going to matter because their population is outgrowing ours.
Yeah.
So you got to put the heat on the politician
now, like Melinda said, exactly.
It's on the politician, and you know, normally if you get the best results, you buy them.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you can't afford to buy them, you know, people lease them.
Yeah.
But that's the way they get things. I'm telling you, man. And then those congressmen, they're making $171,000 a year, maybe more. They don't want to lose that job. Exactly. That's why Trump, the threat of Trump, he got the bullet bill, bullpit, whatever, however you say that, over their head. I dare you. I will call my mom. As a matter of fact, they will close the poll where you at. You understand what I'm saying, right?
I got you, man. Tony, man.
Go ahead.
Tony, man.
Go ahead, Tony.
What's going on, Tony? These people do all this crime and ain't none of them getting no jail time, but some of them. Why are they getting released?
They don't have a rap sheet.
What's going on?
They don't have a rap sheet. First time offender.
Mm-hmm.
They got off scot-free. If it was someone who had a rap sheet continually doing crime, they would still be in there.
Bottom line?
Bottom line.
All right, got you. Melinda, why they still in there, Melinda?
They getting let out because they white. Let's be real. Because if rap sheet or not, if they was black, they would still been in there. They had that one black dude. I don't know what he was doing there with his foolish self. He's still in jail, and they ain't even thinking about letting him out. They ain't giving him no breaks. They don't care what he wasn't doing, how he got up in there. He could have got pushed in there with the crowd for all they know. He was like he was there, and I don't even think he went inside. He was just outside, and he in jail still. So yeah, it's because they white.
Yeah.
And they looking for any reason to let white people out. That's it. That's all.
Luke, what you think?
Man, I gotta go back to what you said, what Melinda said. It strikes out when you first read the question. It struck out to me. We don't hold nobody accountable for shit. If that was another country, man, they going under the jail. They ain't even gonna put them in jail. They gonna put them under the jail. We gotta start making this shit stick, man. When you do something like that, you gotta make it stick, man. I get what you're saying, Larry. The jails is crowded. Fuck the jail. Put them under the jail. People died, man. People are their lives changed forever. You know what I'm saying? You got people that was up there, man, that, you know, police officers who was in line of duty, man, that died. That's dealing with traumatic shit for the rest of their life. Somebody's got to pay for that shit. We got to get into the habit of making this shit stick like hot grits, man. You know what I'm saying? So you will never do nothing like this. Trust me, y'all. In 2024, this shit is going to happen again. Because nothing was done. You got to look at any crime that's being committed. When somebody else do a crime, you're like, damn, that motherfucker did 10 to 15 years. You're like, shit, I ain't going to do that. Because you know that there's going to be severe punishment put behind it. That's what, in this country, man, we be letting people walk, Joe. We got to start holding these people accountable, man, putting thick times on these, putting thick sentences on these crimes, man. Until that happen, this is happening again. I hope it don't. But just think about how it's going, man. We are so divided as a country right now. In 2024, all hell gonna break loose. I hope it don't. But just think about everything that's going on now, man, with the filibuster, the voting rights, everything. This shit is dividing the country, man. So it makes it real easy for a person to go out and be like, look, we're going to storm the Capitol again because guess what? That dude got probation. They show videos of this dude. First of all, this dude ain't even know he was in the Capitol. He thought he was in the White House. And they said that's the reason why they let him out. I was like, you damn fool. Everybody, you can get a 4-year-old to distinguish between the Capitol and the White House. He should be in jail just for that alone. Phil, how do you not know where the White House and the Capitol at, man? Come on, Melinda. Think about it.
In jail for being stupid.
Right. So all in a nutshell, man, we got to start making this shit stick. So when they do it, their ass is gone for 5 or 10. I don't care nothing about no first offender. Damn all that. Sometimes the first crime should be the last crime, man, for 15 to 20 years. Man, that's my take on it, man.
Larry, you got something to say before I talk?
Yeah, before you do, if they storm the Capitol again, now they trying to get they got an acting police chief or whatever. Then they got some other candidates that coming in. One of them was a major of the infantry in the military, in the army, the Rangers. He was infantry. Now, if he come in there, they're not coming back to the Capitol again. You understand? I bet you they got some provisions right now that they're not telling us. They're not telling us. They are prepared this time. They're not going to be, oversighted this time. If they have to bring in paratroopers, they're not going to let you do that again. Not again. Now, if they do that, then just put your head between your legs, just kiss it goodbye.
Got you. I got you.
But they're not going to. Go ahead. Yeah.
Let me say this. Most of them got out. Right. Most of them got out because jails are crowded, even though, we don't like that. Like Lou said, the hell with that shit. Jails are crowded, and the COVID stuff, like Tony said, and Melinda said, and stuff like that, man. But sometimes, like I said the last time, we're just too lenient. Man. We let people get away with so much stuff in America. It's just a shame, man. But Larry really had me thinking about something. I like what he said, and Melinda must have liked it too, man. Because I really didn't think about it that way about our population. Remember he said about the population. We're not we really wasn't the population, but Asian and Spanish, they took over. So when it's time to vote again, we're gonna be short. You know what I mean? But for this, man, I'm telling you, man, they're going to keep getting away until they go. But I disagree. They try to get in that Capitol this time, they shooting to kill. I guarantee you.
I hope so.
They is not letting that happen again at all.
I hope so.
No. I bet you they have some defenses in there. They're not going to tell the public.
Let me read what Ron John said. He said, they give us power and don't know what to do with it. But when someone else have the power, we got all the rules of how they should do it. Exactly. You know what I mean?
What's up, Pooh?
It's just crazy, man. I don't know. We talk about this stuff and stuff, y'all need to start sharing these things on the political channel. I be trying to put this on the Roland Martin channel. Maybe they need to listen to us, man, because the shit they doing is just not working.
Yeah, we got some powerful voices on this panel, man. They need to start chiming in because
and I'm gonna tell you why the shit we doing ain't working as America. And then next question. The handgun sale ban to under 21 years old. I know you probably heard about it, Melinda. Is unconstitutional, the Supreme Court says. So the appeal court says. So what do you think of that? So now you ain't even gotta be 21, Lou, to get a gun. To buy a gun. So what you think about it?
That's the problem. That's the problem, man. Just think about the young guy that shot up that church. What was it, South Carolina? How was he? What, 17, 18? This is the stuff that happens when you don't have laws like that in place, man. This is what happened. Columbine. These were young kids, man, with guns in their hand. Now, I'm not saying they can't go and get a gun from their uncle, their cousin, or whatever, but I think
we helping them out.
Yeah, exactly. Something should be laid down where they can't. At least you can cut that part of it off. You're never gonna be 100%, but at least have something there, man, to say, look, we're trying to make this breakthrough. Kids having access to guns, man. But it don't surprise me. This is the type of stuff that's gonna keep recycling itself, man.
How old was the guy, Melinda, Dylan Roof? Ain't that his name? He was young.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah. However, you can't drink alcohol till you're 21, but you can get a gun. That right there.
What you think about it?
I think that they don't count a certain age as a grown-up. And they say certain ages, they're not responsible for the stuff that they do. So then you got to put restrictions on them. You're not going to let a 5-year-old go touch a stove and be like, nah, he got the right to touch a stove if he want to. We have to put stuff in place to protect these kids, 18 or not. I mean, remember when we was 18, we thought we was grown. But now we're looking at 18 like, oh, that's a baby. My daughter's 25 and I still look at her like, oh, she's a baby. No, you should not be able to get a gun under 21 for what? Why would you need a gun under 21? And you're not in a situation where you're hunting. Where all this hunting going on that you need a rifle or a gun to do anything? You know, back in the day, the only reason why somebody under 21 had a gun is they was with their dad, granddad, or somebody, and they was hunting. They was in the woods and they was looking for animals. Now they hunting people because there's nobody in charge of anything.
Why they make it unconstitutional, Melinda?
Say that again?
Why they say it was unconstitutional?
Well, isn't alcohol telling somebody they can't drink alcohol unconstitutional? They pick and choose what is constitutional when it's good for them. The thing is, the NRA owns the politicians. They pay them all that money so they can continue to say stupid stuff like they saying about a 1-year-old should be able to have the right to have a gun, or anybody under 18 or whatever. It's unconstitutional when it fits them, when it benefits them. But when we want to have our own word, our own say, then the Constitution is thrown out the window. What about women's rights? That's not unconstitutional for them to tell us what to do with our uterus, but we can't tell them what to do with a gun that could kill other people.
Gotcha.
And we're just harming our own bodies if we decide to do so. Or we're taking care of an unborn child or a fetus, but you can go and kill 20 people because your constitutional rights say you can do that, but you can't kill one fetus. You see what I'm saying? Our Constitution is only when it benefits them. So it's the same thing. If it's unconstitutional to kill one child in your uterus, it should be way more unconstitutional for somebody to take a gun, don't have this right faculties, and kill 25 to 30 people in a public place. It seems like you get more protection in the womb than outside the womb. They take care of everything in the womb, and then when the kids come out, they don't want to feed them, they don't want to clothe them, they don't want to do none of that. So I don't care nothing about this constitutional right, because when it's best for them, they don't even worry about it. It's unconstitutional for them not to give us our voting rights, but then they're doing that, and they're doing it right now. It's unconstitutional for them to pull us over without just cause or do all the things that they do to black people on a regular basis. That's unconstitutional. So I don't care nothing about their constitution. It wasn't written for us. At the time when they did it, we were still slaves. So I'm not worried about it.
Gotcha. Larry, I see you smiling. You agree with Melinda?
You see, the Supreme Court is the bastion of racism. You got 9 white Supreme Court justices up there, 1 pretending to be black. You follow me? Now, your first 57 Supreme Court justices, when they started, all of them were slave owners.
Mm-hmm.
Dred Scott decision. Black slave was free. He thought he could move to another state, be free. The white man over there in Missouri, I forget, Missouri, Illinois, whatever, that eludes me right now. It goes over there and said, no, this is my slave, whatever. He said, no, you can't take me back. I'm free. I'm moving to the Supreme Court rule. It's still there. See, black people don't realize it because it's written. No black man has any rights or privileges that a white man is bound to respect. So he told me he had to go back. You ain't got no rights. Property.
3/5.
You see what I'm saying? Property. Yeah, you property. You understand what I'm saying? So Supreme, and they ain't changed. They're not going to take on no issues that really concern black people per se. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're the ones that guardian. Why do you think Trump kept piling them up? Mitch McConnell kept piling them up. Because they're conservatives, and that word comes from conservative, and they want to maintain what is. They don't see no way where we got to improve. You see what they did with the voting rights? Oh no, they don't need to improve. They need more stuff taken away. They're not going to improve nothing for you. It just ain't in their makeup. They ain't gonna do it. And and like Lloyd was just saying, we didn't use that voting power strong enough, and now the other immigrants are coming on and piling on. We got to go through them to get what the white man could give us because we were the only ones here. He didn't give us nothing. Now another layer come in, and you right there, they pushing us down on the bottom. They're not starting out on the bottom. 99% of us are descendants of slaves. 99% of us have been over here 99 years before any of these people came over here. Before any of them. And when I asked you for reparations, you give me a holiday. Well, that's nice.
I can't laugh, man. It's just, oh man, we just
but if you don't look at it, you gotta look at it, man. Hey man, when the dust settles, the sun go down. Well, like you say, wish in one hand, defecate in the other one. I guarantee you now. Now I may be off a little bit on the calculation, but I guarantee you which one gonna fill up the quickest. I guarantee you. I can't tell you how much more it's gonna fill up the quickest, but I guarantee you which one gonna fill up.
Tony, what you think, Tony? What you think?
Well, the thing is, the NRA is supported by the Republican Party anyway, so they're going to make things be for them, so to speak. And to be honest, you don't even have to be of age, so to speak, to purchase a gun online. You can get a gun as long as you have someone's credit card. They're sending it to your home. So the bottom line is these rules are made for certain groups. Certain groups will always capitalize on the funding, the money that's going to be made from it, and the rest of us are going to suffer for it. I always been saying it's a real life purge when it comes to Black people, and that's what we're experiencing.
Yeah, I totally agree with all y'all. I totally agree, man. I mean, now they just making stuff too easy for us to kill each other. You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta be 21 to get a gun, you know what I mean? I'm surprised they ain't lowered the drinking age yet. You know what I mean?
It's coming.
It's just unfortunate, man. But
no, it's not gonna come. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, they are a highly organized lobbyists on Capitol Hill. So yeah, they ain't gonna lower that. It's all about lobbying, organizing, and getting you a platform.
Got you. So this here, it was something what Lou was talking about. Man, America gone crazy, man. This next question is just going to tell you, this next is just going to let you know how much America is going crazy. Tony, a woman gets duct tape to a seat on American Airlines after trying to open an airplane door. You know what I mean? This is like the third time and a passenger, tried to open the airplane door. What can be done? Why is people, I mean, are you trying to kill everybody? What the fuck is going on with people? Why is they doing this? You trying to open the airplane door. This is the third time it happened in 3 months. What can be done? Do they need to put marshals at the door? I mean, at the security, what they call them, airline, whatever they call them. Yeah. What can be done, man?
Man, I'm like this, man. I'm like Joe Clark, man. If you want to kill yourself, don't fuck around. Don't want to do it expeditiously. Go do it. Go kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you want to jump off the roof. Tell them jump off the roof. Do that shit on your time, man. Don't have me up. I'm already. I've flown 2 times, and it wasn't easy for me. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say, don't do that while I'm up there. Go do that by yourself. You want to kill yourself, do whatever. Go do it. But don't have me up there bringing me with you for the way you think.
So what did you do? What's the thing driving people to do this though, Lou? I mean, what's the thing going on?
Man, Louis, just think about, we've been on the show for an hour and 9 minutes. Just think about all of the stuff that we're talking about, man. Everybody don't have the mind capacity to deal with what they're dealing with like we are on the panel. We're able to take this, digest it, and live our life. Everybody's not built like that, Louis. People you just think about, people kill themselves, man, because they don't have the mental capacity to deal with the hand that they're being dealt in life. That's what it's about, man. Every shit's gonna always happen. We're gonna be dealing with this for the rest of the days of our lives. But we have the mental capacity to deal with it. These people that's doing this stuff, they don't have it. And they never have. They probably needed help and didn't get it. They don't have the mind capacity to deal with it, man. That's the only thing I can really think of at the moment, man.
Tony?
Lou said it best. People are not able to deal with life. Life is happening for them for the past 18 months. Things have been abnormal. Extringent circumstances have kept them away from jobs or their family, their normal way of living. And instead of talking about it or having someone to talk about it, they are reacting the best way they think they can. And unfortunately, if you're on a plane and you're trying to open up the cockpit or whatever, you're going to kill everybody. You're not thinking clearly. It's a lot of it. They're going through mental or they're going through depression. And the fact is, people don't know the signs to look for, or they don't want to talk about it because it's a pride thing. So they may have to put more U.S. Marshals on these planes to try to protect the people who are flying, and hopefully they can tackle the person before they do hurt someone.
Melinda, what can be done, man? These people have gone crazy, man. They trying to kill us all.
I'm with my panel. However, they need a marshal on there, and anybody that tries to go close to the door and they didn't say you are supposed to be out of your seat, you get a hot one in the ass. That's it.
Well, you can't shoot no gun on the plane. Maybe they need to get tasered and laser.
Gun, I don't care what it is, but it needs to be known you're gonna catch a hot one, because then they won't do it.
Yeah.
If your mission, whatever your mission was to kill everybody, and you know you're gonna fail right then and there, they got low impact weapons. He gonna catch a hot one. He needs to catch a hot one. Duct tape, nothing. You were trying to kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just come off the plane with an injury, something needs to happen to you other than just tape marks. You need a hot one. You was trying to kill everybody. That's crazy. And then the thing is, they not doing as bad as everybody else because they was able to buy a ticket. You know, I'm trying to get a ticket right now to go somewhere. This fool had a ticket that could have enjoyed. They could have went to the beach. They could have went anywhere. They choose to go on a plane and try to kill everybody. No, he deserve a hot one. He should have caught one right now. Sorry, Miss Pearson. Look here, I do have religion, but I'm like Peter. Peter was a cusser and had anger issues.
Hey, look,
but he was a disciple.
I heard it all today. Her son went crazy, so she like, oh well, let me deal with it.
Hey, I'm sorry, Ma. There's certain things that hit me the wrong way, man.
They need to do something about these people because there's no consequences. You think if I can get away with doing certain things and all I would get is duct tape, I wouldn't do it. You know, sometimes I want to punch people in the face. Because I'm like, you are stupid and some shit happened to you. But consequences keep me from doing certain things.
Yeah.
Because I know I don't get the luxury of getting away with the certain things that other people get to get away with. For case in point, there was I don't know if y'all seen it, but the people at Victoria's Secrets, they had this white lady that showed her entire ass in the Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I don't know how that black lady maintained herself, because as soon as she charged me, she would have been in a sleeper hole.
That's right, Melinda.
But see, the thing is, I'm the type of person, I'm that I wish a motherfucker would person, because I'm waiting. See, it don't happen to people like me, because I'm going to end up arrested, because at the first onset, I am looking for a reason to retaliate in some kind of way for all the foolishness that they are doing. So I think they see it on my face and avoid me, because it would have turned out completely different. Then
well, I don't want to see my twin on the news, so
they had a second part of the story where she contained herself and she was dignified. And then when they called the security and the police, they're looking at her sideways while the white lady over in the corner crying and carrying on, and they're like kind of comforting her. And she was like, y'all not going to escort her out? And they did not. But they were telling her she could leave the mall. She was like, why? I'm not finished shopping. See, that's what I'm talking about. We don't get no justice, so we got to get it for ourselves. And then since all the cameras was rolling and there was proof that she tried to aggressively attack me, because that's how I was going to come off, because I can act like the white person too. Oh my God, they was attacking. I was fearful for my life. And then I would have gave her a 2-piece and I would have laid down on the floor like, oh my God, the stress alone had me on the floor. We would have both been going to jail that day.
Well,
because I got people to back me up and I got a camera. And somebody would have picked up my story and I'd have been out of jail by the end of the day because they would have been like, no, we seen that. And then they would have had a rally, to try to get me out of jail because they were like, no, we seen the tape. How she in jail or whatever. I'd have just sat there peacefully in the local, because they're not sending you to prison. You're going to be in a local jail for like maybe an hour or so before they find out that this is some foolishness and see the tape. But I would have put her in a sleeper hole, gave her a 2-piece, and then I would have laid down right beside her.
Gotcha. Well, these people going through things, and don't add us to what you're going through. Y'all going through all this stuff. Deal with it yourself. Deal by yourself, and not with us. Not with nobody else. I mean, everybody going through stuff. You can't handle it. I understand what's going on in your life, but you're not the only one going through this shit. So please, people, please don't be opening no airplane doors, especially when I'm about to go to Vegas and get a tan and meet Rihanna out there and all that shit. Come on, man. I ain't trying to die on no plane.
I'm trying to be on a beach. I'm trying to live my life like it's golden, and they try to kill me.
That's right. Y'all crazy. So this is a short question, and I want a short answer. What y'all think about Richard Branson flight? What do you think of it, Lou? Why all these people keep trying to go to space?
Man, look, I remember when this fool, man, 2004, man, when he first started gaining traction on this, man, he was saying that he was going to be in space. And I remember saying to myself, man, you are a damn rich fool, a rich damn fool. And he did it. He pulled it off, man. It was cool to watch. But like Melinda said something earlier, you got to understand, over 17 years, man, this took billions and billions of dollars. This money can be put in a budget, man, to take care of a lot of the stuff that we need to take for. So I'm like this. Damn the space, man. Let's worry about what's going on down in this fucking earth, man. Let's worry about what's going on the surface. And that's cool to watch, whatever. I ain't hating the man because that's his money. He do what he want to do. But it just struck a nerve in me, man, to say, well, we need to be worried about what's happening here on Earth, man. That's my take, man.
Gotcha. Melinda, everybody trying to go to space. This guy just went to space. Again, all these billionaires going to space. What do you think of it? Let's go.
They got too much money on their hands because they're not getting taxed. I bet you if we start taxing them like they're supposed to get taxed, they won't have all this extra money to be doing dumb stuff. Because what is that? I mean, are they practicing to leave us here on Earth? I don't understand. They trying to make shuttles where it's like commuter shuttles, so they can leave black people over here. Because I'm not understanding. What is and y'all were talking about it too. Y'all were talking about something y'all want, the aliens to come down. I personally don't get the space, fascination. I'm good here. Just give me a vacation once a year or whatever. Twice a year, I'm happy. I don't need to go nowhere else.
But we'll give you a vacation in space.
No, because they don't have no beach there and they don't got no sun. I need the beach and the sun. I don't even want to go in the cold place. I want luxury and spa situations. I don't want to be floating unnecessary. I don't need none of that. I just need somebody to put me in a virgin pina colada right beside me, a book possibly, and a buffet. I need all the food that I can eat.
Hey, look.
That's what I need. That's my vacation. I don't need to go nowhere out of space, nowhere extra.
Hey, look, how do Melinda know that on one of these planets out here, they got beaches, hot dog, Bahama mamas, you know what I mean? You won't know until you go, right?
No, they ain't about to put me in the trick bag.
Melinda ain't buying that. Hey, look, Louis, she ain't buying that, man. She ain't buying that.
Please believe if they put black people on the ship, they putting us out into the orbit and we ain't coming back and we gonna blow up out there. They're not gonna give us the good ship. Okay.
Melinda, 600 people done paid already.
Yeah, but no black people. I bet.
How you know?
Because we ain't going out there. We don't trust them enough to go out there. Even if we do have a fascination with outer space, do we trust anybody to bring us back, or not give us a spaceship that has defects. Because they play us on every level. They play us on vaccines.
Let me say this. To each his own. I'm going. Diana, come get me, baby. I'm going. Take me. You put the tongue out. All that. Come get me a sexy look. Ooh, girl, you lucky I'm piecing on this thing. Wait a minute. I forgot all about Tony. Go ahead, Tony.
Tony said she don't want to be involved.
She muted herself. Hey, look, she muted herself.
All right.
Don't leave me out there, Tony.
All right. Well, this one is a serious question. Joe Biden, what do you think of his tendency so far, Tony?
What do I think of his what?
Tendency.
Well, I think he can do a whole lot more. He's made promises, but he hasn't stood behind them. So that's all I have to say on it. I mean, we have to, like we always say, we got to pull these people on the carpet and make them do what they claim that they're going to do when they're running. And now he's in office. It's been over 100 days. He should be able to do something, not give it all to these other ethnicities.
Melinda, what do you think of Joe Biden's tendency? What he done did so far?
He did a lot, just nothing for us. He did a whole lot. He got people that got like a rack of kids. They about to get thousands of dollars. And then me that didn't have no kids and was responsible, I can't even, somebody got to loan me a kid. Because this ain't right. It's not fair. If you got 3 kids, you getting about $9,000 a month, to the end of the year, from what I understand.
Nah, it ain't that much.
How much is it? Because I just need a share. I need some kind of assistance, and I'm not getting none of that. Like I said, he is helping everybody except me, because I need another stimulus or something. I need to fix something else around. My kitchen need to be upgraded. Something needs to happen where I'm going to get some. Since I can't get reparations, give me a stimulus. Help me out. Give me voter rights. Do something. I'm not understanding why everybody, I wouldn't say I'm not happy with his tenure. I'm not at all, because here's the thing. We put him in office. African Americans went above and beyond to put him in office. And then we're getting the very least. Unless you got a couple of babies put up, and all of us, our babies are old. We're not getting nothing. So what exactly are we getting? We got another stimulus, but the crazy dude that just left office gave us a stimulus. So
a lot of people didn't get that yet.
And I didn't get mine. So if we didn't get voter rights, we didn't get reparations, we didn't get what else? It was a couple of police reform, all the stuff that he ran on. I would have to say that he really ain't doing nothing for me or for my platform or the things that we wanted them to do. But yes, he has done a lot. He protected the LGBTQ community, which is a good thing. He protected the Asian people, which is a good thing. He the Jewish people, which is a good thing. And he did some other stuff, and he tried to fix the infrastructure. But at the end of the day, collectively, what he could do for Black people and all the things that we ask, because usually when somebody comes into office, we don't ask for nothing. We specifically this time ask for things. Because before they used to say, y'all ain't getting nothing because y'all ain't asked for nothing. Ask not, get not. And now we understood that, because that's what they said, why we ain't never get nothing. It was like, well, y'all ain't asked for nothing. So then we collectively decided we're going to ask for some stuff this time. We're going to do some work. We're going to get people voting, get them in office. We're going to do all the things that's necessary, all the things that they told us we need to do in order to get something.
And still ain't.
And then we still didn't get nothing. So yeah, he did stuff, just not for us.
Lou?
What was the question again?
Joe Biden, what do you think of his presidency so far?
Me, honestly, I think it's a little soft. I like him. But I think I got to go with Melinda, what she said. It's been a little soft. I think it's a lot of stuff that he can do better, man. Like I said, it's only how long you been the president? 100 some days. I would just say let's give him a little more time. I know it's not looking like things are going to go our way, but he still got 3 more years. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's a lot of stuff that Melinda pointed out that I kind of piggyback on, but I just think we give him a little bit more time, and hopefully, he'll get the job done.
Don't get me wrong, I like him too, but we can't afford to wait on him because even though he got 3 more years, the people that's coming into office and are getting elected can do stuff to block him even further than they're doing now. So we can't afford to wait or be like, oh, he real cool, because I thought he was real cool. I liked his relationship with Obama, how they used to go back and forth and they was buddies and everything, but that ain't gonna get us nothing in life. Just liking him. He got to do something.
Yeah, he was buddies with Obama, Melinda,
I agree.
But everybody have their own agenda.
Yeah,
I mean, you know that. But let me say this: I'm not happy. I don't care what he done did so far. I'm not happy.
Exactly.
I mean, he said, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black." So what the fuck is you, Joe Biden? I mean, what happened to the scholarship, the paying off some of these student loan debts and all that stuff? You know what I mean? Everybody
help me out.
Except us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm fed up. I mean, really. I mean, he really, to me, we waste our vote. You know what I mean? Bernie Sanders would have been a better president, even though he's more way to the left, but he would have been better. You know what I mean? Bernie would have been up, and everything would have been high fucking with Bernie. You know what I mean? Because Joe, I ain't gonna say the word. I can't really say the word I want to.
Say the word. This is the rebuttal.
That's right. Tell him again, Melinda. Hey, look, you ain't never get your tongue.
Joe acting like a scared little ass. First he's scared. He don't want to get rid of the filibuster and stuff like that. What we gonna do? But you're the president. Write something up and let's see what happens. Let's get rid of it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like he pushed hard for agendas not favoring us. He don't push hard for shit that favors us.
That's right.
He pushed hard for shit for everybody else. You know what I mean? He need to start doing things for African American people more. You know what I mean? He can get up there and holler and scream all the fuck he wants. Good speech, Mr. President. Good speech. Now, what's next? You know what I mean? So I think Joe Biden did a lot of great talking, but they ain't doing nothing. But y'all remember, like Melinda said, we don't have no time, Lou. We don't want to know why we don't have no time, because in 22, we might lose the Senate again. And then we never going to get nothing. So he should be pushing now to get us all the shit that we want. You know what? 4 years, we only got 1 year. Because if 22 don't go right, we done. Yeah. I'm be honest. If 22 don't go right and they get the Senate, Mitch McConnell gonna be like this.
Hey, Lewis, for all the people out there that's listening, I don't think they understand what you're saying. Like, they don't understand that the Senate race is every 2 years. So what they're not probably understanding is this is the roadblock. You could be the president, but if they have the Senate, then they can rebuttal everything that you're trying to put up. So I think a lot of people out there don't understand it. They should understand it, but they don't. So everybody think about every 4 years. It needs to be every 2 years, every 4 years, because even if you're the president, it's a lot of stuff that you can't. You want to get done, but you can't.
Yeah, Obama couldn't do nothing because the Republicans own the Senate, and if the Republican win the Senate again, well, Biden, he's doing half. I give him half, but he really ain't gonna be doing nothing in a minute. So we got 2 questions left, and I'm gonna do something I never did on this show. I'm gonna give y'all a choice. Question 11 or 12. Which one y'all want first?
12.
12? All right. A Florida woman horrified to discover nearly $1 billion in her bank account, Tony. She woke up, checked her bank account like you check every day, Tony. Make sure that $1 million you got in your bank account still in there. But this lady woke up and discovered $1 billion in her bank account. But come on, let's preach it, Tony. What you did? What's going on? And don't like Melinda just told me, don't lie, because we know how you be faking.
I don't take on the rebuttal entertainment. Thank you.
You don't, Tony. I got your back.
Thank you, baby. For first of all, I know I'm not going to have $1 billion in my account because I'm not expecting $1 billion. It was a computer error, obviously. So I'm going to call the bank because you're going to have to pay that money back if you spend it.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Let's go. Because Tony, whatever. That stuff.
First of all, first and foremost, I'm gonna call my account. You know, I check my account. I ain't gonna lie, I check my account every day, make sure they ain't taking shit from me. You ain't taking nothing from me. That's how they got my daddy. I ain't going for that. I'm gonna call all my family. I'm gonna pull up and say, we out of this bitch. We gone. I pay that shit back when it's time to pay it back. I'm gonna take my family on the cruise and everything. And guess what? Because I consider y'all family, the Rebuttal Entertainment, Tony, Melinda, Lewis, I'm gonna say, man, don't just grab your luggage. Don't just we gone. Anything you need, I'm gonna buy it. We at the airport.
Fuck that. I'm giving you my bank account. You pardon me some money. That money. I'm going no damn trip. Put me $1 million in my bank.
You said cash app.
Look, right.
If you go down, I'm going down with you.
You gotta go on a trip with me. If I'm
giving you going down, because I'm gonna be in on it.
Go, Melinda. What's up?
Okay, so you know Thailand is a no expedition city. I'm gonna withdraw as much as I can and I'm out. Cause you know you had a limit, but it's still more money than I got now. I'm out. If I can get like a good $100,000 out, I'm gonna go to the bank and try to withdraw all that I possibly can. Whatever the limit is, and then I'm out because it's still gonna be more money than I got right now. So even if it's $100,000 that I can get out, it don't cost that much to live in Thailand, and then they can't get me back or my money back. And then I might funnel some money into my friends and family if it's more than 100,000. Yeah, I'm what? They're gonna have to catch me. They're gonna have to catch me slipping.
Well, because the thing is that did happen recently, and the guy had to pay the money back. That's I'm not trying to pay all that money back.
He stayed here.
I'm not paying the U.S. nothing back.
That's gonna have to be a judgment on my credit because I'm riding that joint to die. I can live with my look. I'm just gonna have to keep my credit score to 800 because that judgment's gonna have to hit me. You understand?
You know they gonna put you in. You got to leave. They gonna put you in jail. You got to leave. Take your money and go.
Man, let me tell you something.
And then pay for your family to come after you gone. But make sure the money is secure. You have to securely take the money out. And you can only take 10,000 at a time. So it got to be a wire transfer.
Let me pull a Whitney on y'all. I got to teach y'all how to funnel money.
Yes. It has to be a wire transfer because you can only take out $10,000 at a time out of the country. But you can do a full wire transfer.
Exactly.
I'm out.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that I was thinking about this, but
man, let me tell y'all something. I'm wire transfer, I'm funneling money. You out your mind. It is, but I'm not paying the government shit
they
back.
Owe me. I'm taking reparations. That's what reparations.
This is my reparation money. That's right, Melinda. This is my reparation money.
Reparations. I have to take it on my own.
And Tony, let me say this. What if the banks didn't accidentally put in? What if a hacker? You don't know who did it. A hacker.
Please do that. Why they ain't trying to help me out? They're hacking and doing all kinds of stuff. Clear my student loans and put some money in my account. How about that?
If it was a hacker, I'll keep it.
Well, you wouldn't know. So, no, you're giving it away. So how would you know?
Okay, so let me say this for the whole Rebuttal Entertainment. These are just jokes, just in case anybody listening.
That's right. If my manager listen, I wouldn't do that.
These are just jokes. These are just jokes.
Lewis is not playing, but I'm telling you, I'm calling the bank.
Lou.
Yes, sir.
I'm protecting my job.
You ain't gonna need no job if you take these reparations.
I'm talking about right now if someone's listening.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said these are just jokes. On behalf of the Rebuttal Entertainment, all of this is jokes.
That's right.
Lewis is not playing.
I know, right?
Now let me go to the last question.
You can at least act like it's a joke.
Yeah. Well, I don't think y'all don't know this, but y'all gonna be surprised. The porn industry makes $97 billion a year.
I ain't surprised.
$12 billion come from the U.S. That's more than Google and all that stuff combined. Lou, let's take it off, baby. Let's take it off, Lou. I mean, 12 billion, Lou.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, man.
We're the wrong line of work.
Sex sells. I don't care what part of the world you in. Sex sells. Think about it. It sells, man. It's a no-brainer.
Did you get that number, Melinda?
Yes, I believe that. I believe that.
Billion.
I believe that.
We're in the wrong line of business.
No, I need to be an owner though. I'm in the that ain't for me.
Right.
But owning the company, yes.
Hey, look, because my mother was listening, we're gonna have to take this to Freestyle Friday subject. How about that? That's all I'm gonna say.
Freestyle Friday.
I ain't messing with y'all on Freestyle Friday.
We're gonna have to take that topic to Freestyle
I'm
Friday.
with you, Mama Pearson. I ain't trying to watch Freestyle Friday either.
They make more money than Google, Microsoft, all that stuff combined, man. And 12 billion come from the US. It's just incredible. We all know sex sells, but damn, it really sells.
Yeah, it does.
Man, well, I tell you. But let me check my account, see if I got $1 billion in it. Y'all think I'm playing.
Right. Hey, Melinda, let me add this. Melinda, if you go to jail, the rebuttal entertainment will be there first in the morning to get you out. Without a doubt.
That's what's up. That's what's
He's
up.
walking in the middle of the street like Malcolm X.
That's what's up.
No. Hey, Lewis gonna show up like Harlem Nights, like Sugar. He gonna drop that money on that table. Like, boom.
Get Melinda up out of here.
Get her up out of here.
You know what I mean? That's how we rolling at the rebuttal entertainment.
That's right.
It's a lot of stuff going on in America, y'all. You know, some of this stuff was jokes and some of them wasn't. I believe that. And we thank y'all for tuning in. You know, another great day. You know, on the rebuttal entertainment. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe we're gonna have to have a talk with Tony because she got to come over to the dark side.
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do.
She got to come over to the dark.
Look, Tony, you gonna get an anonymous check. I'm gonna hook you up though.
Listen, I'm not going to jail for nobody.
Nah,
I'm gonna send you an anonymous check.
I'm gonna give you my Cash App, my PayPal, my Venmo.
There you go. There you go.
Man, we got you, Tony. Full of crap. So I told Tony one day, let's go rob the bank.
But on the real note, Tony need to keep her job because she's trying to get us reparations for the
that's right.
For the Black Wall Street.
I remember one day. Let me tell y'all. I remember one day I had a conversation with Tony. I said, Tony, man, I feel like robbing the bank. Come on, let's go. You know what she said? I could be the getaway driver. But she talking about this stuff. So y'all, boy,
why are you telling
everybody to keep her job? Sir,
you need to
keep her job.
Keep your big mouth closed. You talk too much.
Because them Black Wall Street people need their reparations. You need to stay where you at.
You talk too much.
I say that to say, oh, now you want to do the getaway drive, but you want to give $1 billion back. Get out of here, man. Whatever. We keeping all that money, Tony.
Listen. Back then,
the Marbury Church. That church.
I'm not part of that. I'm not part of that.
Lou, you got me? I'm opening up my own church.
Nah, you on your own with that church business.
Thank you.
Hey, look, I got you, brother. I'm researching some churches right now.
There you go, baby.
You know what? When that punishment comes, it's gonna come swift.
I'm moving to Thailand.
It's gonna find you.
Yes, Jesus knows where you live.
Some getaway hotels, dog. Right now, I'm looking.
Tony, did you hear what she just said? Tell her who am I, Tony?
You're Lewis Martin.
Nah, tell her who am I. I'm Jesus who?
He's Jesus's son.
Okay, but I'm a child of God, but I ain't fooling with him.
I'm Jesus' son. Like Tupac say, I'm his only child, baby.
Okay.
Talk to y'all later on that one. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you.
Hey, I love y'all, ladies. Thanks for coming.
Love
in.
y'all. Love
All right.
you too.
If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want.